So first of all, the Eight of Pentacles, let's talk about that. It's never a good thing. I mean, it's not really bad, but nobody wants to get involved in a relationship where they need to put in a lot of hard work, and that's my perspective, because I think that relationships should be, my God, if I could talk right, a little bit more easier, right? But this could indicate that there's going to have to be a lot of hard work and a lot of effort that needs to be put into this. Now, that's going to be for both of you. For you, I think it's going to be a little bit different than the other person. I think that they need to do some physical work on their own life and the type of people that they have around them. For you, it's going to be, emotionally. So you come into this with the Three of Pentacles. That's saying that you're willing to work with this person. Maybe you want to work things out with this person. But they are showing the Nine of Pentacles. That could be that, they don't really want to be committed. A lot of times it can show that somebody is happy kind of like being on their own. Now, you move into this place with the Moon, which says to me that this person was not upfront about what they actually wanted in regards to this relationship, because you come into this assuming that you guys are working on things, but then you move into the Moon. I don't think that you're confused for no reason. I think that it's because of them, and I think that their explanation for that is with the Emperor, that, they need to get some things under control. But they're not really telling you what that is. But I think that and I think that that's why the High Priestess is there. It's not like they feel like they need to keep secrets from you, but this is something that they would be keeping to themselves. But I think that that kind of information hits you in a way where, it's not good with the Five of Cups, right? Clearly being let down by this person. Now, how hurt you are may be another story. I don't ever see Aries as the type to stay in that place. You guys are quick to move. If it's not going to work, then there's no point in staying in that place. But this could be, one of those things that, like I said, is really disappointing for you, because you come into this assuming that you're working on things. Now, the Three of Cups. Beyond dealing with other people, we could be talking about, your friends, your support system. But the Five of Wands is right in between the two of you, with the Eight of Pentacles is the overall, saying that there's going to have to be a lot of hard work when it comes to, the communication. So if there's any communication about outside influences, it causes conflict, which bothers me a little bit. And looking at the Queen of Wands is where I'm like, right? Now, it could be that they're starting to realize that you don't need them, that you could have anybody that you wanted. And maybe, you are letting them know that you're not that special. You're not that special that I'm going to waste time being depressed over you, right? And that can be the case here. But, I'd like to be hopeful here and think that maybe they're starting to take some action. Again, whether we're talking about a male, female here, or another fire sign. But I don't like the Five of Wands in between this, because it's like every time you guys talk to each other, you're not getting anywhere. But, my question then is that on both sides because of it being in the middle? Is it both of you that are not communicating in a way where the other person fully understands? Now, if for you, you're having a hard time understanding them, I think it's because they haven't really been forthright about whatever it is that's going on with them. Now, the Queen of Wands, though, could also show that this is somebody that just likes to keep their options open. You know what I mean? She can show sometimes that, this is someone that likes to have the attention of many people. Now for some of you, yeah, if we're talking about this other person having, other people around, then this could be like a third party situation. But we'll see here. And then the Empress, and this is what I'm talking about. I feel like for you, besides being very giving, and maybe to a fault, I think that you realize that, you can create whatever you want in terms of love here, because I look at her as being able to, just manifest abundance and comfort and stability. And, so I think that despite the fact that the tower is on their side, I think that it's more they're realizing that they messed up. And I really do think that this is kind of how they're looking at you, is like a very, I don't want to say powerful female, but a very desirable person, right? And again, whether you're male or female, but especially for Aries females. So the first thing here with the Five of Swords, and again, the communication between the two of you is like ridiculous here. Now, there may have been some fighting, though, over other people being involved when they shouldn't be. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean that, they can't decide between you or another person, or they're just flirting with a bunch of people. It could just be outside people, period. Right? It just depends on your situation. But anytime you have a conversation about this, it gets nasty. Now, with the Six of Swords, I think that what they're wanting you to do is to just move on from it. But I don't think it's that easy, because I look at this Ten of Cups with the Ten of Swords and think that they took a very happy situation and were not supportive enough, did not put in the effort here. And it may be with the Eight of Pentacles that it's not worth the effort. And maybe what you need to look at here is how much effort you're actually putting into this person or this relationship. Now, with hard work, though, could this be restored? Right? But the thing is I think that they're going to realize that you're not going to stick around forever. I think that the Tower is saying that this is one of those things that's going to fall apart for them. And then again, with the Ten of Swords, we're talking about the ending that I think is, going to be painful on both sides, yes, but it didn't have to end that way. And that's what I think you are feeling about this, but what they're experiencing is, yeah, this really ended in a really bad way. And that could be through their own actions, or it could be because of outside people that, are putting their nose in where it doesn't belong, right? And again, it just depends on your situation, especially if we're talking about, you being disappointed at the fact that you realize that you're the third party, right? Or part of, a group of people that this person may be still interested in. But I think that the message here is that you're going to let them know that you're not going to wait around forever. And I think that that kind of like brings everything down, and it's like a shock to them. Like, yeah, you're not that special. And again, it's a general message, and it's only going to be for some of you. But yeah, man, wow. So forgiving and learning. I think that this is about you releasing someone. So I think that you're having a problem here with somebody that can't let you go. That, or it's going to be you, right? We can always flip the script on this, but the Nine of Pentacles is going to be about somebody who, is willing to take whatever they can get from you. But it also shows that we're not really saying that this is a relationship, right? So it may be in the past you may have been involved with this person, but it really wasn't a relationship. But they are going to have a hard time letting go. And with the Ace of Swords here, we're talking about trust, right? And I think that maybe you trusted this person too much, but I don't want to say that it's a bad thing, though. And it could just be that you don't trust this person, they don't trust you. And the reason why I say that is because with the Three of Pentacles, now normally this would be okay, so it's not a relationship, but then it becomes more loving. But the thing is somebody with the Four of Pentacles is not interested. It's just not doing it for them. It's not going to ever be anything more than what it was. But whatever it was in the past, it certainly wasn't a relationship, but somebody can't let it go. And with the Two of Pentacles, it's like they want to approach you because I think that they want more. But with the Emperor, especially if that's you, and again, whether you're male or female, I think that for you, your options are like wide open. And I kind of see the same thing with the Empress with this deck too. The Emperor can show somebody who, is very, very full of passion, right? And full of that kind of drive. But, if that's kind of what you're feeling right now, I don't know that you want to be tied down with someone that just doesn't do it for you. That may be why we're looking at this in terms of singles. Like, you're fine being single. You would rather, not have anything like committed, Now, again, we can flip this here. And then Justice. Yeah. So I think that for you, you realize that the fair thing here is to just kind of like do things on your own, or to leave somebody alone here. I don't necessarily feel like this is about making amends, but I do think that you want to make peace with it and let it go. But I think that somebody else may be having a hard time doing this. So when we're talking about trust, I think that this person is a little bit too attached, maybe a little bit too clingy. And I think that they had a lot of trust in that you were going to accept what they were offering you, but that was a no. And I think what they were trying to offer you here was, something more, be with me type of thing. But that relationship just wasn't it. Now, with the Four of Pentacles, again, it's just not doing it for you. This person doesn't do it for you. But with the Five of Wands, what bothers me here is that they're like watching what is going on with you, other people that you're interacting with. I don't want to say stalker, but it's getting close. Okay. And I think that this person really just needs to accept the fact that, you are not going to be in a committed relationship with them. And I think that you're realizing that the fair thing to do here is to just say no. I mean, just no. And I think that they know this, but yet there's still this like attempt to like want to approach you. But, and never mind that, but as far as, making sure that things are fair for you, that this is not something that you want to be tied down to, or any relationship right now for that matter. But whoever this person is, they may be having a hard time letting go. But I think that you're wanting to just heal the situation, be done with it. So I'm taking this all in and I'm looking at this. So you're being asked to stay optimistic about your love life, okay? So this is a complicated relationship at best. Now, I don't think that we're talking about two different people. I think that we're talking about two different aspects of yourself surrounding a person. And I almost kind of get the feeling here that you're either jealous of somebody or they're jealous of you. And you may want that though. So you come into this with the Queen of Cups. And again, whether you're dealing with male, female, you got water, you've got double Scorp here, plus the Knight of Cups, and then you've got Taurus, and then you got another fire sign. But I think that you are coming into this with the Queen of Cups. Very loving, very romantic, right? And usually when I see her, somebody loves you. They love you. And with the Knight of Cups, this may be one of those situations where you may have had like this encounter with this person. I don't think that it was expected. In terms of commitment, though, when we move into the Hierophant with the Death being there, that's a no. There isn't going to be a committed relationship in this situation. So the relationship is changing into something else here with Death, and unfortunately it's changing into something that is either going to be a cheating scenario or just somebody that wants another person to feel jealous, especially with the Queen of Wands, because a lot of times I look at her and think she shouldn't be putting herself out there, and she knows that, but she may be the type of person that gets a lot of attention. In Aries, that may be you. And then the Ten of Wands, and that may be where the jealousy is coming through. I gotcha. So for a lot of you, I think that this is going to be a very like new and short kind of relationship. But it's complicated. Seriously, this is complicated. The Seven of Cups is going to be about, the fantasy that you have about someone, right? But I think this is about the other person. I think that they were unrealistic in thinking that, this relationship was going to be a committed one. But we are trying to heal the situation with the Star. So there may be an attempt. The problem is the Ten of Wands. This is where, we hook up to release a burden, but the relationship goes nowhere after that. So what I worry about here is, are you dealing with somebody, again, you have a clingy type of energy to you. That hurts you. But somebody here is going to be very jealous about everything that you do after them. And it's like they can't grasp that you're not going to give them anything more. They're like stuck in this idea of, we're going to be together, we're going to be committed and all this. But no, they have no intentions of going any further. But then again, like I said, this could be you. It just depends on your situation. You come into this having a very romantic encounter with someone, but there is fantasy surrounding it. And it's having to do with commitment. But with death, that's a no. But yet we're trying to heal the situation, so there may be another attempt. But like I said, it doesn't go anywhere, and I think that somebody ends up getting jealous. And they may be getting jealous of you, but you need to stay optimistic about your love life, despite the fact that this situation may not work out.